So I lost 18 pounds in about 3 months or so, and I'm gonna tell you exactly how I did it step by step. So the first thing I did, and probably most important thing I did, was transition from ultra processed foods to single ingredient animal foods like steak, hamburger, eggs, milk. These ultra processed foods, like frozen pizza, cereals, and whatnot, they're wired to trick your brain into, continually eating them and end up overeating on them. So like I said, stop eating these things, transition to whole food ingredients, single food ingredients, and it'll do wonders for your health and your appetite. That takes me to my next point. Focus on fiber and satiety. So obviously it's significantly harder to overeat on things like lean ground beef, things like steak, things like eggs. These are whole food ingredients, and incorporating fiber in there as well, from fruit. There are some high fiber sort of alternatives to foods. These things fill you up, they fill up your stomach, they add volume, and they make it really, really challenging to overeat. So the third and final thing, sort of a recurrent theme of the previous two, is I stopped eating like refined sugars. With that being said, I still do consume sugar, fructose. I eat fruit all the time. I eat strawberries, blueberries. These things have fiber in them, but they also have fructose in them. They also have sugar. In addition to fruit, I also use honey. If I'm going to sweeten something, if I'm going to make like a healthy 4 ingredient cookie, I'm going to throw honey in there rather than, using, refined sugars, any kind of granulated sugar. Honey is just as sweet and it tastes so good, and it's a complex form of sugar. It's going to be, much more challenging to overeat on something like honey than it is to overeat on something like ice cream. And, honey is a great sort of versatile ingredient. You can add it to any desserts. I make cookies all the time with it, and they're absolutely phenomenal. If you're struggling to lose weight, shoot me a message on Instagram. I'd be happy to walk you through exactly what I did. Unfortunately, these things are individualistic, but it's not impossible for anyone. These things are feasible. You're able to do it. You just have to make the right decisions.